I wanted to build something totally different. I started building back in 2003, where I seen the Speedsters late 1990s, early 2000s. I loved the cars. I had a steel body, but trying to find someone that could actually cut it all up to be like one of these, it's not going to happen. Had a chance to buy one from America, so I bought one from America and bought it in. And back then, everything was high tech. It was out there. Obviously, it took me a long time to build. Everyone went back to old school. So mine was still being built. Because it owes me so much money, I had to keep going. And this is what we ended up with. I had the chassis built, Rod City Repos. Had a chassis, I had a motor, had all the running gear. When I sold all the steel body, the body come from America, from Rat's Glass Body. Bob Alloway designed the body back in early 2000. It was a body, doors, grill shell, bonnet top. Because we stretched the chassis 4.5 inches, it, of course, nothing fitted, so you had to remake everything again. But the body was in pretty good nick. Being a fiberglass body, still had to do a lot of work. Matty Jansen did all the body prepping and rubbing down, and there's a lot of issues with it, but typical fiberglass body. My ideal car's always wanted the blow-on big block. I've never had a blow-on big block. I've never been in a car with a blower on it. So I bought one originally when I first started. Water got in the motor, so I had to throw it away and start again. So we bought a brand new block and put all the internals in it, aluminium heads, 454. The only thing I kept off the old motor was the blower. Everything else is all brand new. It's got 50 miles on the clock now. I got West End to dyno the motor, run it in, dyno it. At 5,700 revs, it pushes out 800 horsepower. And the body's about 1,000 kilos, maybe. So power to one ratio. It should be fun to drive when I actually get to drive it. It's 454. It's got Patriot aluminium heads on. They're all been ported, polished, open. It's got JEP pistons in it, blower pistons. It's got not a standard cam, it's just been tweaked a little bit, so it's really not over the board. Turbo 400, 3,000 Storley. It seems to go all right. At the moment, I've only done, I've done 50 miles, and so I'm only putting around because I want to do sort of show scene. But the motor, it feels like it wants to go. So it'll be interesting when I actually do get to drive it properly. Yes, the tyres, I bought the rims and tyres back 2003 when I first started, and Whitey at Rod City said, "Oh, what'd you buy them for?" I said, "Well, it goes with the car, the style." Back then the tyres were $1,000 each. Of course now you can buy them for a couple of $100 because they're a popular size. The rims were, I think, $800 each back then, Boyd Cottingham's wheels. So the wheels and tyres combo package is expensive, but as you said, I'm lucky I own a tyre shop.
What size are the wheels?
Back are 20B10s, front are 18B7s, tyres are 295 45 20s, the front are 225 45 18s. I had 40 series on it when I first started, but I had to raise 20 mil to get 100 mil off the bottom of the grille. I've always wanted an orange car. I remember seeing back in 73, 75 at the Nationals in Narrandera, where I'm from, there was a burnt orange HR Ute, and I've always loved that colour orange. My favourite colour is blue, because of my blue Tudor. I wanted to do something. I seen a car in America called Wild Rose, and it was all orange. I went, that's the combo I'm going. So we did the orange, then I had to pick the orange leather. And everyone goes, "Oh, why is it called carrot gold?" I said, "Well, it looks like a carrot, and it's gold because it owes me a lot of money. So you get carrot gold." Shows, a lot of people go, "Wow," especially when they come into my workshop. A lot of people, because they don't see cars like this, and it's just the wow factor, and that's what I try to achieve. You go to shows, a lot of people go, "Why did you build that? why did you do that? Well, everyone's gone back to traditional hot rod stuff, which is good. But because, as I said, I started building this when the cars were high tech and I was out there, I had to keep going. I couldn't shortchange it. It deserves what it has got today. But yeah, a lot of people go, wow, you know. And of course the question is why? So my car, I build it the way I want to build it. I'd change the motor. I wouldn't have a blown big block in it. I'd probably have a injected motor in it. It wouldn't be out of the bonnet, it'd be under the bonnet. It'd be nice to jump in and drive. Maybe a little bit taller at the front so you could actually drive it. You've got to be careful of everything on the road. So that's the only thing I would change. I wouldn't change anything else. A lot of thank you would definitely be Carol, my wife, because she knows how much money I spent on that car. Kane Fattorini, he did a lot of fabrication where I can't make things. I look at something I want to do and I can't do it, and he come along, yeah, we can do that, so he goes ahead and does it. Phil Hopkins had a bit of a part in it. Trimmed by Sean, he did the upholstery all customised. Big thank you to Matty Jansen for painting it. He spent a lot of hours. I remember pushing the body into the booth at 7 at night, and we walked out of there at 12:30 after he just painted the body. And he's still doing more work on it, mucking around, fixing scratches. You know, and his comeback is, "You're killing me, John boy," so, which is nice. It's a big thank you to him because I've been pestering for 10 years to paint my car. I said, when I finish, when I get it to that stage, I want you to paint it. And at that stage, he sort of, yeah, maybe, but I want him around. But yeah, they're the bigger ones that I'd like to thank. As I said, especially to my wife, being so supportive. You know, it's like trying to build a car and the wife's in the background. But yeah.
Everyone does. Everyone who plays with cars knows that feeling.
Yeah, that's it. So it's very good.
Most car drivers have got good car women.
Yeah. Yeah, they know. But as she said, if we had met before I started, she wouldn't let me build what I've got. It was too late. Hey, this is Tomo. You're looking at my 33 Speedster Carrot Gold Orange Coupe, and you're watching Killer Rides.